The Senate. I propose the question of the Senate do now adjourn. Senator Smith.
Thank you very much, Mr Acting Deputy President. I rise this evening to honour a number of Australian servicemen who were recently recognised at a recognition ceremony conducted by the Royal Australian Survey Corps Association of Western Australia and held at the Army Museum of WA in Fremantle. The association has decided to recognise the service of 9 members of the Royal Australian Survey Corps who died while serving in the Australian Defence Force but who were not on what is called active service. These 9 men had either joined the Survey Corps in Western Australia or had served in Western Australia-based Survey Corps units. I was honoured to represent the Minister for Defence and my Senate colleague Senator Maurice Payne at the ceremony and to join Brigadier Duncan Warren, AM retired, former commander of the 13th Brigade, and Major Fred Brown, retired, President of the Royal Australian Survey Corps Association of Western Australia. Project recognition would not have been possible without this support of Australian Capital Equities, the Return Services League of Australia, WA branch, the Ex-Fortuna Association and other generous personal donations. Australia has a proud tradition of honouring its servicemen and women, and we do so because those who join the Australian Defence Force are prepared to go and stand in harm's way to defend Australia and its interests. If a member of the Australian Defence Force dies or is killed whilst on active service, he or she receives full and official recognition to that sacrifice. If a member dies or is killed when not on active service, then he or she does not receive any official recognition or the same level of support. And it is this distinction that motivated the association to act. The Royal Australian Survey Corps has a proud record of service as an integral part of Australia's Defence Force capability, providing logistical support to the Australian Armed Forces in the form of maps and mapping. From the earliest months of the First World War until the 1990s, the Royal Australian Survey Corps provided logistical support to the Australian Armed Forces in the form of maps and mapping, an essential part of any successful military undertaking. In fact, the Survey Corps was first formed just 10 weeks after the landing at Gallipoli. Military surveying activities were usually carried out by regimental engineers, which made Australia's Survey Corps quite unique. It is one of just 2 dedicated Survey Corps in the world. The Australian Survey Corps started with only 3 officers and 16 soldiers and were tasked with mapping Australia with the technology available at the time. During the First World War, members were transferred to the Australian Imperial Force and saw active service on the Western Front and in the Middle East. Following the outbreak of World War II, the Survey Corps was significantly expanded, reaching a full strength of 1,700, the largest headcount in the unit's history. The Survey Corps conducted impressive work during wartime, producing 1,400 different maps while also supporting the broader war effort. In recognition of the Australian Survey Corps' impressive wartime contribution, in 1948 King George VI granted the title Royal to the Corps. Senators will be interested to learn that the Royal Australian Survey Corps can be attributed with physically mapping half of Australia. When many other units go into training mode during peacetime, it's the Survey Corps that has to work harder than ever. In more recent times, the Survey Corps even provided emergency mapping assistance for Cyclone Tracy. Marking the 100th anniversary of the formation of the Royal Australian Survey Corps on the 1st of July 2015, the Governor-General, the Honourable Sir Peter Cosgrove, AK-MC, said at a ceremony at the Australian War Memorial, "Perhaps the most powerful words said of the importance of the work are those shared by the Governor-General when reflecting on the comments of the Prussian King Frederick the Great, when he said, 'Knowledge of the country is to a general what a rifle is to an infantryman.' Tonight I honour the legacy and sacrifice of 9 5-men by reading their names into the Hansard this evening. Frederick Walter Bangay, enlisted the 20th of August 1940, discharged the 22nd of February 1941. Thank you for your service. Lionel Christopher Markey, enlisted the 4th of October 1940, discharged on the 18th of April 1942. We thank you for your service. Robert James Caswell, enlisted on the 1st of July 1958, discharged on the 14th of September 1965. Thank you for your service. Lionel Bernard Springer, MBE, enlisted on the 10th of June 1940, discharged on the 5th of December 1970. Thank you for your service. Rodney Evan Betchars, enlisted on the 1st of February 1975, discharged on the 1st of February 1975. Thank you for your service. Paul Thomas Collins, enlisted on the 4th of May 1976, discharged on the 18th of February 1978. Thank you for your service. Kenneth Kinnear, enlisted on the 27th of July 1977, discharged on the 15th of April 1979. Thank you for your service. Pantaleo Avino, enlisted on the 20th of November 1982, discharged on the 28th of February 1992. Thank you for your service. And Peter John Crabb, enlisted on the 10th of July 1982, discharged on the 18th of November 2014. Thank you for your service. I commend the Royal Australian Survey Corps Association for honouring the legacy of others and championing their cause and their right for recognition.
Thank you.